after rumors of Robin being a main character in the Batman Part 2 swirling around the internet, James Gunn had to hop on X because that's what he does. And he said, guys, please stop believing this nonsense. I think 6 of us have read the script. No one knows anything about the Batman 2. So everybody's like, oh, James Gunn said Robin's not in it. But he never said Robin's not in it.
Yeah.
He danced around it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's he's trying to redirect focus of like, let's not get too hyped on this specific piece of information, where it could be like, because it could be annoying where it's one of those things, Robin doesn't actually show up till the very end of the movie, and that's the setup for a third one kind of thing.
And everyone's like, oh, we promised Robin. Well, you got him, but I'm going to tamper your expectations.
Exactly. And then it's like, what backstory are we going with? Are we going tried and true? He's from a circus family. He was adopted by Bruce. Bruce initially wants him to have nothing to do with what he's doing at night. And it's just trying to give this kid a second chance at life, get him through school, get him to college, all that stuff. It doesn't make sense for the age that Robert Pattinson
I was going to say, Pattinson is what, 36, 38, somewhere in his late 30s. How old is Dick?
Exactly. Dick Grayson originally I believe was
he's in
a teenager.
Teens.
So he could technically, he could technically have a kid that age, but it doesn't feel that way from the first one. He doesn't feel like he's in an emotional place where he wants to have a parental presence.
Yeah, he's still figuring out who he is as the Caped Crusader, essentially.
Hell, Alfred's like barking at him. It's not that warm relationship that we probably get a decade later.
He's not being coddled by like an elder gentleman. He's being treated like a fucking kid.
Yeah. And
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I liked that, where it's no, you've got to, I'm going to straighten
you up. And it's also like, we know we're getting Batman the Brave and the Bold movie coming down the pipeline from DCEU. So it's like, I don't know. But the other thing that is interesting with the whole James Gunn always saying, we don't go into production until we have a final script. He's been doing a lot of press for Peacemaker and bragging about, oh, I just finished a 62-page outline for the next film in the Superman saga, and we're going to start that soon. And it's like, whoa, slow down, James. You don't have a script yet. And not calling it Superman 2, but the Superman saga. It's like, are we now just focusing only on Superman and his friends and family, but not the other DCU characters?
Right, especially when they were clearly so brought into the fold in this film that just came out.
Yeah.
Which I know that's what a lot of people would like to see, is there are a lot of great DC characters that deserve a shot on the big screen. I don't know, maybe it's just him sticking to his guns on these not all of these films being interconnected, which I can appreciate. True. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to Marvel the fuck out of everything. I think even Marvel is kind of annoyed with locking themselves into this corner where they now have to answer for everything that they've promised in the past, which there's still things they've never fulfilled that they set up in movies,
so many teasers, stingers, and whatnot that never came to fruition, and movies that we haven't and probably may never see.
Exactly.
But I don't know. It's interesting. Also, they just recently dropped Superman onto VOD, and the reason they did that is because he wanted people to have a chance to see it that didn't get to see it in theaters, because it's going to play into the fact that that's all interconnected with Peacemaker season 2. So it's like, is Superman coming back in that? We'll find out in a couple of days, I guess.
That would be fucking great. But I love Peacemaker for what it is too. It's a much funnier version of The Boys in a sense, where the character is fantastic. John Cena is just killing it as this guy, and then the rest of the cast chemistry is just wonderful. So I don't see how Clark Kent will fit well into that world, to be honest.
I mean, but they have shown us that we're getting Guy Gardner, we're getting Hawkgirl. They showed that in the trailers for the next season. And I mean, Peacemaker made a cameo spoiler in the movie in a very small way. But it's interesting because James has also said, we've sent press the first 5 episodes, but they don't have 6 through 8, and some crazy things happen that I don't want anyone knowing until they happen.
Good.
So he's teasing stuff. So it's interesting. Like, he's really baiting people, and I'm intrigued.
Yeah. I mean, Superman did well. Peacemaker's getting a lot, like, people are excited for it to be coming back.
Yeah.
I know I'm waiting on this next Batman movie. I've loved the last one, and the Penguin was just fucking excellent. So they're proving DC's winning me back. I wasn't, I've never been the biggest DC fan, but they're definitely turning things the right direction to get any audience member back. You don't even have to read any of the books, and that's enough to draw you in over there. So I'm intrigued for sure.
I'm with you.